The lightest, feature-packed, high-performance sports bike is now here in the Philippines. But before we proceed, napansin namin na karamihan sa inyong mga nanonood ay hindi pa nakasubscribe or nakafollow sa channel at pages ng Motor ni Juan. Malaking tulong ang inyong like, comment, and share para siguradong mas marami pang makapanood ng mga video na to. This is the Cove 450RR Pro version. Last year, na-launch na yung base model nito, but now that we have the Pro version, this is priced at 418,000, pero naka-promo price to at 388,000 na lang. Let's see what this bike has to offer. Pagdating sa forma, mga brother, kayo na magsabi. Tingnan nyo na. Didiscuss ko pa ba? Grabe, napaka-pogi ng bike na to with a combination of the premium red, with the white paint, with the black trimmings. Makita mo talaga yung angas ng pagka-sports bike, sports identity nito. Yung bang pagtingin mo talagang high performance na kagad yung papasok sa isip mo. Let's go to the front. Unang-una, meron tayong sports type na mga side mirrors that can be folded, syempre, when you're rain filtering. I wouldn't advise them dahil syempre, hindi mo kita yung sa side mirror mo. And then, sports type as well, yung kanyang windshield. Ito, sakto mamaya sa ergonomics or sa riding position, di-discuss natin ano yung nade-deflect na hangin nito. And then, pagdating dito sa harap, may kita mo yung tapang niya. No? Two-part headlight assembly, black accent right here, tapos ang lakas ng dating ng winglet na to. Actually, when it comes to the winglet, yes, it does provide accent to the motorcycle, but more so, it provides stability on high speeds because this creates a better aerodynamic. So much science for that. Hindi na tayo magpapaka-technical, pero ito, bukod sa forma, it adds stability dun sa pinakamotor natin. Bumagay din yung kanyang gold-colored front suspension together with big fenders right here. So, yung pagkapintura actually ng pula na itong bike na to, it's bright red, sobrang glossy niya. Especially when you see this in person, I would advise you to visit Bristol Motorcycles, the Cove showroom, and you can also reserve your unit sa Moto Changi PH. Kasi pag nakita mo to in person, may kita mo talaga ang ganda ng pagka-bright red nito. And then, over here, sa ating handlebar, may kita mo meron na siyang built-in na handguard. Yung titipong discreet lang, not to get in the way of the overall design of the motorcycle. Initially, itong white na to, nung una I was thinking, okay ba yung datingan nung white na tangke? But the more I look at it, the more I use it, mas tipong, and the more na taong mga nakakausap ko, pag tinatanong nila, anong motor to? Kumusta? Ang ganda ng motor mo. Mas nagugustuhan ko na yung pagka-white paint ng tangke nito. Sa tangke, meron tong mga Cove decals and then the 450RR branding. And then sa upuan naman natin, may kita mo kasi yung detalye dito eh. Yes, it's black and then medyo rough yung edges ng kanyang upuan to keep you in place. Pero you have the 450 branding right here. Parang may patch siya dito that highlights the 450 brand. And then over the side, yes, this is technically fully faired hanggang baba. May kita mo yung forma nung pinakamotor with air cowling, may mga cover yung some of the engine parts natin dito, but at the same time you can see some of the framing ng pinakamotor dito. So kumbaga nagpapalabas ng angas, nagpapalabas ng even more accent. For the muffler underbelly, discreet lang mga brother, it doesn't get in the way of the overall design. It's cleverly placed dito with the muffler cover para yun na nga, kumbaga yung pinaka-muffler niya, it blends well with the overall curve of the motorcycle. Sa likod naman, white painted naman to mga brother. Meron tong a couple of signal lights. Although ako, I would have prefer kung kumbaga kasama na sana yung winker or signal lights dito sa pinaka-tail assembly niya. But now that I'm looking at it from the rear, may kita mo it makes sense kasi napaka-high-tech, napaka-futuristic rather ng kanyang taillight assembly. Actually, yung titingnan mo parang wala eh. Alam mo yung clever design na parang walang taillight pero pag inon mo, meron pala. And yun nga, futuristic yung taillight niya dito, lakas ng dating. Meron na tong malaking rear fender dito and built-in tire hugger as well. So overall, this is a gorgeous bike. As in, napaka-pogi talaga. Just by looking at it, kumbaga dun palang sulit na yung ipapambili mo sa motor na to. Pero syempre, alamin naman natin next, makina. Kumusta nga bang performance ng makina nito? Pero bago yung actual performance ng makina, syempre, Inline 4 kasi ito mga brother. 443cc inline 4. Kaya maganda siguro mag-sound check tayo. Alam mo, curious kayo dito. Let's start. Grabe no. Boom, boom, boom. Yung ano niya, yung ugong niya. Medyo lapit ko yung mic ko konti ah. Bomba tayo. Grabe. Isa pa. Alam mo yung tamed down, yung mabait pero ang angas pa rin. Again, we're talking about the stock muffler. But yung pagkabuo nung buga nung exhaust na itong sarap. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam. Ang sarap pakinggan. Even more so, mas masarap pag nira-ride mo na. Ganun kasolid yan. So it's up to you if you want to change your muffler to a more skandaloso one. Yung mas maingay na talagang mas mamamaximize pa yung pagka-inline 4 nito. Pero ako, siguro, Tito Gaming na ako eh. Okay na ako sa stock muffler nito. Hindi ko napapagitan yan kasi ang swabe na ng tunog niya. So right now, let's talk about the engine. So I've been using this for about almost a month now. And I've been riding this for several hundred kilometers. Mostly around Bulacan area. Siyempre, dinaga ko na rin to sa Metro Manila. Just to weave through traffic and then maraming mga panorte ride, mga kape-kape ride. The 443cc 4-cylinder engine really delivers. Ang lakas ng torque ng motor na to that it's comparable dun sa mga mas sikat na Japanese brand ngayon. Ganun kalakas yung torque nito to the point that this motorcycle actually has a launch control. So the launch control minimizes of the risk of the motorcycle, yung biglang magwiwili, aangat. So at least merong feature na ganun if you're a beginner rider at hindi pa talaga masyadong maalam sa pagtimpla ng gas and clutch natin, yung throttle and then clutch. When it comes to the actual riding, okay, ito yan. Engine, very smooth. First gear, second gear, third gear, wala talagang problema. Kaya ako nasabi hanggang third gear na muna kasi because of how lightweight this bike is, nung una talaga nag-aalangan akong ihataw, lalong-lalo na nung nasa expressway ako. Kasi ang gaan niya, I was trying to test if kaya ba ng power ng makina niya yung gaan ng motor na to. This is the surprising part. It's very stable. Hinataw ko na to mga brother. I was able to top it off at about 197 kilometers per hour. Easily, as in isang rektahan talaga, walang delay, wala masyadong buwelo. Isang rektahan mo, isang diretso, clear yung daan, 197. Now, according to Bristol, you can have a top speed for this at 220 kilometers per hour. Not that you will use that all the time, but just to let you know, that is actually the power capability of this motorcycle. Bakit ko na-reach yung ganun kabilis kagad na speed in such a short amount of time? Unang-una, sleeper clutch na siya, pero pag umahataw ka na for the upshift, this already has a quick shift system. Ano yung quick shift system? It enables you to change your gear or upshift kahit hindi mo na ginagamitan ng clutch. Kumbaga, rekta na. Habang naka-throttle ka, shift ka na lang from second, third, fourth, all the way to 6th gear. Ang maganda nun dahil hindi mo na ginagamitan ng clutch, the loss of power is minimal to almost none really. So kumbaga yung hataw mo, tuloy-tuloy lang. I was expecting vibrations pagdating dito sa motor na to kasi bago ko pa lang talaga nagamit to before we did the review. Pero ng mga bagong ginagamit ko, sabi ko, ma-vibrate to, magaan. Tapos, alam mo na, hindi pa ako sanay dun sa profile ng makina niya sa ganitong body. But surprisingly, just like what I mentioned, it's very stable, minimal vibrations. Vibrations are, you can feel it at around 150 kilometers per hour, but it's something that's tolerable. It's not bothersome or anything like that. Kaya, sarap gamitin. Alam mo yung tipong, yung mga ganitong tipo ng bike, aasahan mo na mas mabuto, mas mabigat, especially given that power, that speed. Pero ito magaan, stable, naka-quick shift, ang sarap sa tenga ng tunog, ang sarap at ang swabe ng makina when you are changing gears. Wala rin tong mga clunky na feeling. So, in terms of engine performance, I mean, Cove as a manufacturer really did a good job for this. And Bristol, thank you for bringing this dito sa Pilipinas dahil sarap. Sarap gamitin ng motor na to. So take note, yung gamit ko nito all the way naka-sports mode mga brother. So yung range ko nito in terms of fuel efficiency, nag-range ako ng mga 19 to 20 kilometers per liter. Pero ano yan, medyo waywagan. Ang sarap kasi ipigain ng silinyador eh. But according to Cove, you can have as much as 22 kilometers per liter for this. That being said, yung fuel consumption ko, that's on sports mode. So this motorcycle actually gives you two riding modes, the sports mode and then the eco mode. Gaya ng nabanggit ko pag ako naka-sports mode talaga all the time. But if you are someone na medyo nasa beginner level, hindi pa masyadong komportable sa mga punch ng ganitong motor, so you can switch the riding mode into the eco mode. Obviously, mas matipid sa gas, mas modulated yung delivery ng power nito. So another plus factor when it comes to overall engine performance ng makina na to. And then pagdating naman sa brakes mga brother, right in front we have dual disc brake. Laki ng diameter niya. Tapos ties ko na rin yung kanyang calipers. And then over at the back, what we have is single disc brake. This is dual ABS channel, but the ABS settings for this one actually has levels into it. So you actually have three modes pagdating sa ABS. The standard, yung normal daily riding natin, daily setting for the ABS to kick in. And then you also have the performance. Ito yung mga medyo mas matindihan ng ride for the performance ng ABS mo. And you also have the option to turn it off. Ako kasi sa ganitong bike, I wouldn't really recommend turning it off. But just to let you know, if that's your style, then may option ka to turn it off. Another plus factor is that this also has traction control system. So pag medyo nag-alangan ka sa corner, medyo nag-overspin yung gulong mo sa likod, the motorcycle automatically modulates the power delivery dun sa ating gulong sa likod para hindi mag-overspin. Tapos syempre, pag nag-overspin, mas mataas na yung risk na sumemplang, maaksidente. Then again, you can also have the option to turn that off. I wouldn't recommend it, but again, that's up to you. So in terms of the braking capability, ganda. Feedback lang pagdating sa ABS, mas malaki yung allowance ng ABS na ito when you are using the rear brakes. So mas malalim, mas biglaan ang kailangan mong pagtapak sa rear brake for the ABS to be activated at the rear. Sa front, lalong-lalo na kapag nandun tayo sa performance setting mode ng ABS, mas mararamdaman mo yung mas sensitive yung pagkagat sa front. So, wala naman talagang ideal or perfect kung ano dapat ang mas sensitive, whether front or rear. I'm just letting you know, at least when you buy this bike, when you use this bike, you already have an idea na kapag rear, medyo mas may allowance tayo. Kapag front, yun yung mas medyo sensitive na mararamdaman mo magkikick in talaga yung ABS. So definitely a big plus factor when it comes to safety. Pagdating naman sa suspension mga brother, surprisingly, at its price point, KYB shocks. Kayaba shocks na to mga brother. So we have an upside down fork pagdating dito sa harap. And ang bonus niyan is it's actually adjustable. The adjustment or the toning mechanisms are nandito naman sa taas. Pagdating naman sa likod, we have a mono suspension, single suspension dito. Ang napansin ko, komportable yung play ng suspension na ito sa likod. Yung stiffness niya, tama lang when it comes to actually cornering. Tsaka yung sa hataw ka, it provides stability. And then sa front suspension, at my weight, I'm about 84, 85 kilos now. Ano naman, wala naman akong tagtag na yung sobrang tutukod na masakit sa braso, even for longer rides. Wala naman akong naramdaman ganon. So, okay yung stock settings ng suspension para sa motor na to. But then again, if magkakaiba tayo ng preference, also ng weight and riding style, the good news is you can adjust the suspension in front. So, okay ang suspension na yan. For the Pro version, you will already have Maxxis branded tires. Isa yan sa mga pagkakaiba ng base version sa Pro version, just like what we have now. Kasi, so sa gulong niya mga brother, minimal lang yung threading kung mapapansin nyo. So may threading pa rin, medyo makakapal para sa mga basa-basa na madadaanan natin. Pero when it comes to cornering, may kita mo yung sa mga side ng gulong na to. Very minimal to none yung threading dito because now gives us bigger contact patch sa kalsada. So imagine mo to, pag hinihiga mo yung motor, mas marami yung dumidikit sa kalsada, thus providing better stability when it comes to cornering. Sports bike nga eh, di ba? So may mga pagkakataon na inabutan ako ng ulan, ng ambon pagdating dito, pero wala akong episode na nadulas. So good stock tires for this. I won't recommend you changing it right away when you buy this bike. So overall, when it comes to handling, pag samasamahin natin yung performance ng suspension, ng gulong, all that, and then sa Pro version, you will already have a steering damper. So eto siya, in a sense na when you are speeding up, hindi siya magalaw. Kasi na-adjust to mga brother depending on how you want your manibela, how you want your handlebars to be loosed or to be tightened a little bit, pero at least hindi ka nabibigay. So itong steering damper na to, nakatulong na to sa akin on high speeds. Isa yon sa mga nagpa-stable nung ride ko. So bonus na to pagdating sa Pro version. Kasi yung base version, walang built-in na ganito. Ano, napapaisip ka na ba kung bibigyan mo to? Pero nag-aaga nga kasi kulang ka sa height. Okay, tansyahin natin mga brother. I am 5'10" in height. Sakin natin. Baba. Ay, ang kita niyo yung pa ako mga brad. Talagang naka-bend pa talaga siya. And then, the shape or the contour of the seat, panarrow siya. Panipis. Ito, pakita ko lang sa inyo. Yung ditong part ng upuan na to, panipis. Kaya pag sinakyan mo, tapos mababa pa yung seat height, talagang madali lang talagang sakyan, even for shorter riders. If I am not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, this has the lowest seat height pagdating sa sports 400, 500cc motorcycle. So that's already a plus point for us Filipinos kasi marami sa atin gusto mag-big bike pero hindi abot. Ito abot na abot mo talaga. But even though mababa yung seat height niya, yung ground clearance nito mga brother is actually higher than most of the motorcycle in this category. So let's say against ZX4RR, mas mataas yung ground clearance nito at saka mas mababa naman yung seat height. So definitely mas Pinoy friendly. Now, when it comes to the actual riding position, ito yan mga brother. Kita niyo yung ito yung position ng paa natin. So instead of the usual standard, gaya ng mga ibang type ng motor na nire-review natin, obviously, this is a sports bike, mas aggressive, mas papasok yung ating binte. And then, sakto din lang naman yung braking and then the shift levers naman dito sa kabila. And then, when it comes to the actual ergonomics, kung gaano ba tayo kakomportable sa pagsakay ng motor na to, yes, it has an aggressive position. But unlike yung mga ibang mas malaki pa, at ibang mga sports bike pa na medyo mas naka-extend yung handlebar. Ito, mas malapit sa rider. So, ang tendency, mas upright yung riding position mo dito. Ayun o, diba? Kasi pag iba talaga nakayuko kang ganyan eh. But, nonetheless, you also have the option, sabi ko nga, if you want to maximize the windshield at talagang hataw ka, o kaya naman lalaro ka sa track, you have the option to still comfortably position yourself dito, hiding behind the windshield, para naman ma-maximize mo yung aerodynamics and the speed that the motorcycle can bring. Pero kapag city riding, daily commute, or mga coffee rides nyo lang, eto siya. So, comfortably, still, kayang-kaya mo pa rin mag-ride ng mahaba dito sa motor na to. And then, to add to that, if you are nag-aalangan pagdating dun sa mga medyo mas mabigat na bike, this is actually very light. Sabi ko nga sa inyo kanina when we were discussing the engine is baka mawiggle to, baka hindi stable to when you're speeding up. But it's very lightweight, pero stable siya. At saka, this is actually lighter by about 20 kilograms versus the other bikes in this category. Pero stable siya. Yun yung X factor niya mga brother on, I think, why you will be buying this motorcycle. Because of ang nimble niya, ang gaan niya, pero pag hinataw mo, stable siya. So this is definitely a high-performance bike that can sit comfortably. I mean, considering that this is a sports bike, pag-aalangan ka na lang dito, magpapaalam ka na lang sa misis mo or sa angkas mo kasi maliit lang talaga yung angkasan nito. Masabi lang na may upuan. Pero this is not the bike if you guys wanna go on touring kasama ang mga mahal natin sa buhay. Hindi ito yun dahil baka mag-away lang kayo dahil all the time maliit lang yung kanyang upuan. Pero kung ikaw lang, ay nako, poging-pogi ka talaga dito. Yan no? Okay, so features naman tayo mga brother. For the Cove 450RR Pro version. Una, nabanggit na natin yung winglet. Yes, it adds on to the looks, pero gaya nga nasabi natin, it adds dun sa aerodynamic features niya or function niya para mas maging stable yung motor on high speeds. Standard naman, meron tayong engine kill switch right here. And then ito na rin yung ating start button. Yan. So mamaya natin start. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina sa inyo, yung launch control. This actually helps us in terms of making sure that the motorcycle doesn't flip or anything like that kapag hindi ka sanay magtimpla ng brake at gas. So all we have to do is really just press this, tapos hold it for a few seconds para mag-activate or deactivate yung launch control niya. Nabanggit na rin natin yung built-in na steering damper for this motorcycle. And then, for this one, you have a lot of information, very visible, tas nakaharap na sa rider. So, TFT panel natin, very straightforward. Also, ang ganda rin yung pag-positioning ng kanyang mga icons. So, first off, hindi ko na isa-isahin, but just to show you some, eto, we can already see a lot of the information that we need for the motorcycle. Also, yung screen display. So, hindi ko na isa-isahin pa dahil tatag tayo mga brother. You can just play around with it. Pero ang isa sa mga pwede nyong paglaruan dito is actually ito, yung vehicle settings. Ito yung sinasabi ko kanina that the motorcycle has a riding mode. It also has an ABS mode, TCS, headlight. Actually, headlight pwedeng manually turning off or on. And then even the bilang ng odometer mo or kilometer used mo when it comes to your scheduled maintenance. And then, this motorcycle also has phone connectivity function. So, kailangan lang i-on yung Bluetooth and then Wi-Fi. Ito natin sa inyo. And for the Wi-Fi, just scan the QR code and then you will be prompted to download the app for you to be able to connect your phone to this motorcycle. Tapos marami ng mga features doon in terms of, halimbawa, controlling your music and navigation and stuff like that. So, marami talagang mga information when it comes to the TFT panel. Oh, bago ka makalimutan, meron nga pala itong built-in charging port, isang USB and then isang Type-C as well. So, that's on top of this motorcycle having ABS that you can adjust, traction control that you can adjust, adjustable suspensions. This is feature-packed. I mean, considering that you can only get this at what, 388,000 pesos promo price, di hamak na masulit. Bakit? Kasi yung ibang mga bikes na nasa category na to, mas mahal sila ng mga 80 to 90,000 or maybe even more. So at this price point, grabe na. Mukhang mapapalaban talaga dito. I mean, mag-enjoy ka. Feature-packed, conveniently feature-packed, convenient to drive for its category. So, okay itong motor na to. And this is our motorcycle feature for the day mga brother. This is the Cove 450RR Pro version. Given ng mga diniscuss natin na specs and features, sulit nga bang motor to? I-comment mo sa baba at pag-usapan natin yan. In the meantime, para hindi ka magpahuli sa lahat ng mga motorcycle news, reviews, and tips, be sure to follow lahat ng mga social media pages natin, katulad ng TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. See you next video mga brother. Salute!